At times I hear that fans, they don't want to hear that. Oh, you're so negative all the time. Like, I get that all the time from people. But I do think it's fair to bring up the Patriots are still somewhat in transition. The Patriots weren't a good football team last year. I know you could look at it and say, a few games here and there, and with better coaching and a better offensive line, they should have won games. I'll agree. I'll agree. The roster's still not great. The roster is still not great. And guess what? The offense is still a question mark. And I haven't brought this one out in a while. But I still think that Josh McDaniels, without Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, the jury is out. Now, I'm not going to say it's suspect by any means. But the jury is out. Do I have to remind you about Josh McDaniels, everybody? Name a team that wanted to interview Josh McDaniels this year. Do it. I dare you. Is it what Mike Vrabel really wanted? Because, I don't know. I read a report over the weekend from Mike Reese. They really wanted Thomas Brown. Somehow they got both. I think it's an upgrade for the Patriots to have two guys that know offense that were former head coaches on this staff. So there's your positive right there, everybody. I think that's a positive. This year, Drake May is going to be looked at with a lot of expectations. There's a lot of pressure on this kid. Now, I think he has the ability to be successful in the NFL. I do. This is now the second offensive coordinator that I'll be working with. An offensive coordinator that has had success in New England, but I can give you his resume. When he was an offensive coordinator without Brady and or Belichick. It wasn't good with Denver. He drafted Tim Tebow. He got fired. He went to St. Louis, was the offensive coordinator, had the number one overall pick in Sam Bradford, and the offense was ranked 32nd in the league. He went to the Raiders. He ruined the Raiders. They wanted him gone so bad they had a victory party when he was gone. He's been out of the league. And now he's the one to work with Drake May. And what do I hear from the reporters that were there? Drake May off to a slow start. Because what was the biggest takeaway from the first OTA? Drake May struggles with the biggest takeaway. 4 interceptions. Well, yesterday, I'm reading from Phil Perry, he improved, but the offense still left plenty to be desired against a defense that had looked to be a step ahead so far this spring. Let's bookmark the Josh McDaniels Drake May take and get back to the defense ahead of the offense. This is why I did not want Mike Vrabel as the head coach. I want there to be an offensive mind. I want the offense to be ahead of the defense. That's what I want. But right now, the Patriots have Mike Vrabel as their head coach, and the defense is ahead of the offense. Now, it probably is like that in most camps, I'll be honest. Normally, the defense is always ahead of the offense this time of year. That's a fact. But it helps my take, and it's something I wanted to dig into. Drake May is off to a slow start. Phil Perry used a word to describe the offense as uneven. I've read some other people say bumpy for the Patriots offense. What's making it bumpy? Is it Josh McDaniels? Is it Drake May? Is it a philosophy from Mike Vrabel? Or could it just be the talent on the roster? Could it just be that? Could Drake May's struggle still be because of who he's around? Uneven. Phil Perry uses. He also said, had some fine moments. First unit, Drake May and Hunter Henry look good at times, but also disjointed. Head scratching incompletions. Is Drake May going to struggle this year because of Drake May, or is it the talent around him or the coaching? Those are a lot of hurdles to get over for a team that won just a couple of games last year. I do have expectations the Patriots should be better this year. I clearly will tell you they're going to be better coached. There's head coaches all over the roster. But are these words that we're hearing about Drake May's slow start? To me, I think it's about the talent mixed in with the new coaching. You know, Mike Vrabel was asked if he cared about Drake May's 4 interceptions a week ago. He said, I care. I care about every player's performance. We just have to look to improve. He goes, there's a lot of things that go into it. We're not going to analyze every single practice and have explanations. He also said that these things are going to happen. Drake May is off to a slow start, people. Are you concerned? If I take just Drake May's ability out of it, new offensive coordinator, new head coach, and your free agent right now is Mac Hollins. You drafted a wide receiver, but are you really improved? And is that going to help Drake May take the next step? So, again, to me, when these articles come out, I'm not thinking Drake May. I'm thinking the Patriots. They just might not be as good as the expectations that are set out there. And what I mean by that is the most bet over at ESPN bet 8.5 wins is the Patriots. Don't follow the steam. Drake May's off to a slow start because maybe the Patriots are still off to a slow start with evaluating talent. You now listen to what everybody's got to say. We got to look at practices, and well, Josh Dobbs looked good yesterday. And looking at the numbers in 11 on 11s, Dobbs 10 of 16. Drake May is 9 of 17. Ben Woolbridge, whatever bridge, he's out. Also, Drake May's day ended with a fumbled snap. No turnovers, though. I didn't bring that one up yet. My take is Drake May's performance this year, will it be impacted by the many changes along with the poor roster? I think it is. I'm not saying it's suspect. I'm just telling you the jury's out on Josh McDaniels. But Joe, look what he did with Mac Jones and Cam Newton. Bill Belichick was here. Just once Josh McDaniels does well without Brady and Belichick, I will back away. Until then, full speed ahead, everybody. How about the receiving core? Are they good? Are they good? We'll get into the Stephon Diggs thing in a little bit here. They're banking on that one. Heard that this weekend, too. How about the offensive line? It looks like it's improved. They spent money. They drafted it. Okay. All right. Everything's nothing to see there, guys. Nothing to see there. How about Mike Vrabel being a defensive-minded coach? Is it the right guy to work with a young quarterback like that? And I didn't even mention the backup quarterback. Because the other backup quarterback, they had to send to Dallas because, well, some of the reports were Drake May didn't want that type of pressure from a backup. I heard other things such as Joe Milton thought he was a starter, so that's why they moved him. Anyways, it sounds like Drake May and the Patriots don't really want him to have competition. Very similar to years ago with Mac Jones when it was suspect that they brought Bill O'Brien in. That was suspect. Not there yet with this one. The jury is out on Josh McDaniels. But how about that? Is that true? Did we hear Greg Bedard say that Josh Dobbs was 10 of 16 and had a better day? Because I read from Phil Perry of NBC Sports Boston that he did not look good. So are we now getting Josh Dobbs look good? Josh Dobbs didn't look good? Is this now added pressure for Drake May? Is it another thing to add to the many things that could interrupt his progression this year? 617-779-0985. I think there's a possibility for that. On a couple other things I wanted to just mention quickly because I want to get into the Diggs thing in a second here, but Drake May is off to a slow start. Bumpy, as some have mentioned. And reading from Mass Live, this is Mark Daniels. He said after May's rough day, Vrabel was asked about if he cared about the turnovers. He did. I gave you that quote a little while ago. He was slightly better. No interceptions. The offense still looks sluggish and never established a rhythm. This is what we're hearing about the offense, people. I thought Josh McDaniels was coming in and bringing stability, and what's going on here? In the final 11-on-11 period, May completed 2 or 3 passes. His last play of the day was a fumbled snap. I mentioned that. Through 2 practices, he's 20 of 33 with 4 interceptions. That's 61%, Joe Math. Last year, in 5 spring practices, he was 29 of 44 with 3 interceptions, 66%. Oh, Skaz, we're getting increased interceptions now. So we're now keeping track of practice completions and interceptions. And to me, May was better last year than this year, according to the chart here. Is it cause for concern, people? Vrabel noted that May's 4 interception day had a lot to do with working on third down plays. So wait, he struggled on third down situations? Kayshon Boutte, after practice, said he didn't want to talk about what improvements he's seen from May. Oh! But added he feels like the offense will perform better when the pads come on. That's not really... Didn't he have a comment about him last year, too? Is that why he's on the trade block, potentially? That one's a smelly one right there, Skaz. Hey, I'll bring in Skaz for this one. I'm curious what you think about this. Kendrick Bourne or Boutte? For this year. You can only keep one.
I mean, Bourne is the better player as of right now, but if you're looking long-term, maybe to build a relationship with Drake May, you could say Boutte.
I go Boutte. So I think you might be able to get something for Bourne, maybe. But I do remember Boutte saying something about the offense didn't move fast. I think it probably was more of a shot at the offense not going for it downfield. But he didn't bring up any improvements from Drake May. I thought that was very interesting. Are you concerned about the bumpy starts, guys?
Am I concerned about Drake May throwing interceptions? Yes. Am I concerned about him throwing interceptions on May 28th and 29th of OTAs? Not as much. I think Drake May does have turnover issues. I think it is a very valid concern for Patriots fans and the Patriots coaching staff. But what are we doing with Josh Dobbs? I have to hear that Josh Dobbs is better than him one day. What does that mean?
No.
Does that mean Drake May sucks? Does that mean Josh Dobbs is good? I don't think it means either.
Okay.
I think it means...
I don't want to hear that.
Neither do I.
No. To your point, I don't know what it means.
Nothing.
But I don't want to hear that.
What are they going to start Josh Dobbs because he was better than Drake May in OTAs?
I just want to hear that Josh Dobbs always sucks and Drake May is the best.
I don't even need to hear that because I know Drake May is going to throw interceptions. He's going to fumble. That's his game right now.
Let me rephrase the question. I feel like there's multiple hurdles for Drake May to overcome this year to progress.
But are there any hurdles for Drake May to be the week 1 starter?
Hell no.
0.
Hell to the no.
Yes, 0.0.
That could be your headline. Hell to the no. No. He's the starter day 1. He could throw 50 interceptions he's starting day 1.
So congrats to Josh Dobbs. You had a good day throwing the ball May 29th.
Okay.
Put it in the calendar.
Do you think Josh McDaniels and his new offense could hinder his progression?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Okay, this is good. Do you think that Mike Vrabel having the defense ahead of the offense, which normally is always this time, but could Mike Vrabel, who, could he get in the way of Drake Mays?
I would say no because I think the better your defense is, I think that should be a plus for the quarterback.
Okay.
I think the harder the defense is in practice, I think those should be good things for Drake May.
How about the lack of still roster talent?
Well, I mean, according to some people on the station today, Stephon Diggs might not be here week 1. So,
What?
yes.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't hear anything today.
I believe Zoe said he wouldn't be shocked if Stephon Diggs was released.
No way.
Yes.
Are you guys kidding me?
I'm
they
not kidding.
can't get receivers. So now you're going to kick them off the team for some candy on a boat? Guys, they can't attract talent. Who cares about the pink powder? Who cares?
Well, Joe, you or I may not care. What if Mike Vrabel? What if the Patriots care?
Do they know they can't get wide receivers? This is like a college recruiting. I don't care what his grades are. Get the guy in. Derrick Rose, you can't take the SAT? Have someone else do it for you. That happened. And they blew the national championship. Mario Chalmers. Anyways, can I give you... Okay, so talent. We agree the talent could be in the way?
Yeah, especially if Stephon Diggs isn't here.
Can I give you a quote on that real quick? Mike Reese, who I love you, Mike. I really do. I think you're the man. So he mentions in the storyline regarding what is this? An NFL via spokesperson declined to comment on the Stephon Diggs situation. But this is what Mike Reese wrote. Ready? The Patriots are banking on Diggs to elevate a receiving core that finished last in the NFL with 1,723 receiving yards. Furthermore, the Patriots receivers finished 28th in receptions, tied for 28th in receiving yards, and tied for last in first downs. Who cares what Stephon Diggs done? I don't care. Why do you even think he won't be on the team and the Patriots wouldn't want him? Did you see those stats? They need him. That's absurd. That's absurd. You want to know what I'm out on? That. You can't attract talent. The guy dates Cardi B. There was a lot of shaking going on. Like, what did he do? Did he fail a drug test? Why should he be kicked off the team? Why should he be cut? They're banking on him, right? No, that really was said. And I know it. The guy's close to the team. I love you, Zoe. Out. Banking? He really said that they might not be. That's true? Oh, I don't like that. I think they just need to get together. Everybody, get them all in a room together and just.
I wouldn't be shocked if they released Valgrim as accused you of protecting Stephon Diggs.
I would not be shocked if he's released. I would not be based off this the way you saw it.
Are you serious?
I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked by it. If you're trying to establish culture, you think about it. Vrabel doesn't put up a crap. Like that's one thing you take away since Mike's gotten here. He's not afraid to make change.
Oh no.
I don't think he's afraid to send messages. Like,
oh no.
I mean, I see the video, then I think differently than when I saw the still picture.
I'm stunned that you think that's a possibility.
Look at me.
That's what me and Jake just said back here. Is Joe and Beetle had the same reaction basically.
If he's cut, way more is going on. Like that's it. Like it's not about this boat thing. The boats, man. NFL players and boats, dude. No more, man. It's just a bad play. If someone says, "Hey, do you want to go on a boat?" Just don't. That could be a nice graphic, Jake. It's just like a boat, like a yacht with a football, just like the no smoking sign on the boat. Like, no. Bikinis and boats, NFL players, no. Bikinis and boats. Oh, that's a song, right? I believe from a movie. I think. What was the name of that group there? Prestige Worldwide?
Yeah, Step Brothers, Joe. Step Brothers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, boats and
Joe's.
yeah. Boats and Joe's. That's a T-shirt. That's a
and
T-shirt
Joe's.
right there. It's a bumper sticker.
Oh, we're going to be here till 11 o'clock tonight. This is fun. They're banking on them, guys. I did want to pay homage to a former Patriot. Or we can wait.
I was just gonna say, someone in the YouTube chat brings up a good point. Did Peppers get cut?
Nope.
Okay, just
Still here.
just
Still-
wondering because
Just saying.
I feel like he had some may have been caught in season. Just saying.
Was captain.
Yeah, he was your captain. I don't remember him being cut.
But just remember, him and Vrabel are boys because of the Ohio State Michigan thing.
And Peppers, he was innocent, so they didn't cut him.
It's just a little
Stephon Diggs,
bag of pink cotton candy.
to me, innocent so far. Innocent until proven guilty,
It's
right?
just cotton candy and boats and Joe's.
Yep.
That's it.
I prefer Stephon Diggs on my football team.
Did you hear how bad they suck? Again, I'm bringing this up. I came up with another take, and Vrabel's got a lot of cleaning to do. A lot. I'm telling you, he's already. Don't get me wrong. Has he already got the power washer out? Yeah, proton pack. Still a lot of cleaning up to do with this Patriots team, everybody.